Hello, Frankie Nicole here. Fellow astrology lovers, tarot card people, spiritualists. What can I say? Happy Friday. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. Yip yip you. Blow shit up, right? Alright, so today, what to talk about today? I've been busy working on some projects because I want work to come into my life. I want to remain busy. I want to um, bring that energy into my life. I already naturally vibrate at a pretty high love frequency, so I feel like I bring a lot of love into my life. Be the vibration you wish to see in your life. It all comes down to emotion, your emotional and spiritual intelligence. I was listening to a podcast today, so I took a little bit of that and we're going to bend it and twist it into our own thing. So I'm not taking credit for it. No. So, if you want something in your life, vibrating that positive thought, emotional pattern will help bring it in. You want to be busy with work? Make yourself busy. Even if you're not getting paid for that work, the abundance will start flowing in. I mean, this week is a big payoff week. I mean, I talked about at the beginning of the week about it being like Christmas, and it should be true. I mean, if you've been putting positive thoughts and hoping and just letting go of the anxiety and the doubt of something, it will come to you. You're putting that out there into the universe and it'll come back. Alright, so I'm going to read this passage, and I think it has a little applicability, so bear with me here. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work. As a human being, what do I have to complain of? If I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into this world to do, or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? But it's nicer here. You were born to feel nice? Instead of doing things and experiencing them? Don't you see the plants, birds, the ants, the spiders, and the bees going about their individual tasks, putting in the world in order as best they can? And you're not willing to do your job as a human being? Why aren't you running to do what your nature demands? But we have to sleep sometime. Agreed, but nature set a limit on that, as it did on eating and drinking, and you're over the limit. You've had more than enough of that, but not of working. You're still below that quota. So, meet the quotas of your life. Work towards things. There can be a point when you overpass limits of things. I mean, it's always good to take time out and relax and to recharge your batteries, but too much and not enough work can actually make you unhappy. It can make you bored and restless and needing to do things. Just as too much work can make you overtired, stressed out, and frazzled. So finding the balance, once again, is very important here. And putting out there this dedication to hard work. If you build it, they will come. You know, that kind of mentality. If you start and give this mentality of, yes, I would like to work, or I would like to receive this, I'm going to receive this because I'm going to put this effort towards it happening, then yes, it will come in return tenfold. If you have made yourself clear to the universe that is what you want, and it may seem insane at times, people may call you insane at times. I know I've called myself insane at times, for believing in something that is not even tangible at the moment. But if you believe that it'll come to you and you put it in out there just so much, you will get it. But know when to put enough out there and then to back off. Because if you keep pushing and keep pushing, you're just going to break it. And it's going to be just, you're not going to be able to do anything more. It's just going to be done. I mean, there's always a limit to it, you know? You can overdo it. And so finding the balance is very important. I'm planning a help raise rent car wash, so we're still trying to find a venue, but I have faith that there will be a venue out there for us. I've been calling on people that hopefully still like me. If you like me and you have a venue, please get in contact with me. If you don't, then come get your car washed and see me slave over your hot car as a form of retribution. I don't know. We can all still help each other out even if we're pissed off at each other. Don't be 5 of cups. Don't look at the broken cups. Look at the positive, right? It had to happen for you to get here. And here is right where you're supposed to be. Ooh. Ah! They're all falling. Fall down, everybody fall down. Okay. I've got extra piss and vinegar today. Ha! So, this is a favorable time for matters of the heart. A time of inspiration and healing. A relationship blossoms. Your heartfelt aspirations now manifest lovingly into reality. So there you go. Manifestation! Ha! Whatever you have been aspiring to will be manifested. Positive and loving thoughts are instrumental in creating positive, loving relationships. Fear and doubt only serve to create greater uncertainty. Think more about what is right in your relationship and less than what is wrong. So, focus on the positive. Like I said, you have 2 cups still sitting there. Don't cry over those 3 cups that have spilled and or broken or fallen down. Oh, well, shoot. Just make more cups or buy more cups. I mean, the Value Village, you know? Look for the silver linings, because they are there. The love that emanates from my beloved's heart is the light that stems from the mind of Goddess. Through each other, we become one. I give thanks for the endless blessing that is you. More change. Life is constantly changing, yet at its core, it remains the same. Love does not change, it only grows stronger. Change is simply love unfolding its never-ending story. A loving thought triggers a loving response. Your love is felt and appreciated. An angel surrounds you, a sacred union is born, the union of twin souls with a threefold flame. So, it looks like manifestation is on the horizon. Just, focus on the positive. Let's see what we got here. Sometimes I'll just flip open the deck and a card will pop out and it applies. I mean, the Prince of Cups just popped out, so we'll see. Who knows? I want these readings to be for everybody, and not just me, but my magic fingers touch this deck and it's like, poof! That's why I have to be extra, cleansed when I read. So I'm reading for everyone and not just, what's going on with me. Because it can be interpreted. Sometimes I read cards and I see, I'll see something and I know exactly what it's pertaining to and I want to talk about it, but you have to remain objective, especially in a reading, because it really could apply to certain other things in people's lives as well. So you can't just automatically jump to it. But sometimes I'm just I know what it's talking about, and you just have to really bite your tongue. So that's why it's really hard for me to do readings for friends and lovers and family members, because I'm that's totally applying to me, or it's totally applying to somebody I know, and you're bite my tongue. Also, you can tell how somebody, what somebody's thought process is by the way they interpret. So you have to be really objective when you're interpreting for somebody, because, oh boy, because, You don't want to put any of your spin on it. Oh, 10. We are so early this time. Holy crap. I need to talk more so I can make this longer. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so we have... right. We have a day. We have work tomorrow. 4th. Which makes sense because we're probably going to be around a lot of people or going through a lot of traffic or on a trip, and it's going to be a while, and you're going to be stuck in a confined car with people that you're not used to being around. You know, we always are like planning for like these really fun adventures or this, you know, fun time, but we always forget like all the work that it goes into it, and then that can negatively affect our situation if we let it. Like trying to get to downtown to watch the fireworks, and everyone's trying to get downtown, and you're just like, oh my god, like, I just want to murder everybody for getting in my way. But no murdering. Hyperboles, people, hyperboles. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse, Chariot in reverse, and 8 of Pentacles upright. So, bite your tongue. You may be around some family members that you're not used to being around, or people that you're not used to, and they might have some opinions or point of views that you don't necessarily agree with. I mean, we've had a lot of stuff going on recently in the news, and people have expose themselves kind of for who they might be now, because people cannot shut up about anything, and I think that's great. I'm really excited. All this chaos makes me just giddy, because I'm like, yay, everybody's finally talking about things. And so if you really like people, maybe you might want to bite your tongue. I mean, I know it kind of goes against what I say, but I mean, you have to pick and choose your battles, really, if you want to get along with people. If you don't care, then, you know, get in an argument. But, I mean, it's a holiday, and people probably can be drinking, and loose lips sink ships. You know, there might be a little more anger or energy behind a conversation that doesn't really need to have that much. And the 6 of Wands in reverse, and it's still a really positive card. I never really interpret this as a negative card, which probably says something about me. I'm an eternal optimist, and I always attract eternal pessimists. You just like to suck on me like a leech. You're like, ooh, she's positive. I'll suck all the positivity out of her and knock her down. No, I'm just kidding. But this kind of talks about, you know, you can be successful. You can have a great time. You can have fun and have a really good, you know, great time, as long as you understand the confines of what you're working with. You know, you can get there. You can make it downtown. You can make anything happen. You just have to keep a really positive frame of mind and keep the end goal in mind. You know, despite delays, despite challenges, you can be successful. You can win. It can happen. And then we have the Chariot in reverse, which does talk about maybe double checking your plans. Like, maybe you have an idea of what you want to do, and, you know, you're really like, I want to go downtown, or I want to go to this thing, and I want this to happen, and this. You kind of, it talks about really making sure you have everything, all your ducks in a row, concentrated effort of, like, working together, and maybe, like, not just gunning towards the first thing that's thought of, but, like, entertaining a few ideas, and, you know, that maybe this is where that 5 of Swords comes into play, and maybe you're not like, no, I have to go, and I have to do this, otherwise I'm not going to be happy, you know, because you might be with a group of people that, you guys all want to find something that everybody wants to do, and this, you know, this is where, I guess, the cooperation really comes into play. And it's okay to have cooperation with a group of people every now and again, but it's really important not to rely on that and have it be groupthink all the time. But it is possible to have cooperation and have a situation where you are, you know, working towards everybody having a good time and a goal, and, you know, and just make sure you get all the plans, and it's not just like, oh, let's just go this way, or let's just go that way, or we came up with this idea on the way over and we're changing the entire plans. Think through everything. Don't just rush in. That's what the Chariot in Reverse really cautions. And hard work. There is going to be hard work, and it's just a matter of fact. You're going to have to really figure out how to coordinate all of it. Maybe you have a bunch of people coming over for a barbecue, and somebody's not helping you, and you're just going to have to end up doing all the work yourself. Well, that's just kind of the name of the game. And, maybe instead of getting mad at your friend or your significant other for not helping you, maybe at the end of the night you'd be like, so, I did a lot. I set out this really wonderful barbecue. We had all these people come over, and I'm so exhausted. Do you think you could help clean up? Because I'm going to go to bed now. Good night. Well, I'm sure there's a better way to do it. That's pretty abrupt and whatnot, but I'm sure there's a way you can convince the other person to take up the rest of the workload, or just fighting through traffic. Somebody's gonna have to bite the bullet and drive. It sucks, but it's a really great. It's really great of one person to be the driver. Somebody always really likes to drive, but hot car traffic can be really just slow moving pace. So do something special for the designated driver in your life, because they are sacrificing boozahol and having to take care of your crazy drunk asses. So love on your your designated, not your drunk driver. No drunk driving. Designated driver. So let's look at the. I wish I could edit that part out, but that would be a whole nother rigmarole. Queen of Cups upright and the Magician. So, punctuation mark. You can have a great time. The Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Pentacles, always talks about comforts and home and security and having enough money, feeling. It's the very feminine aspect. She's very willing to work hard, so that's good. We have somebody willing to work hard in this process, so be nice to that person, that feminine energy. Embrace that feminine energy of working hard and cooperation, and it's upright, so that's good. So we've got, the comforts, the money rolling in, or at least available. But then we also have the Magician in reverse. So maybe there will be some type of confusion and unsurety about how to apply or make this energy possible. I think that really taking in all the factors and putting it all together in a detailed plan beforehand, and not just going out there and going by the seat of your pants, which I normally do, so I gotta think of that for myself. To make it possible, to make this thing happen, you really need organization and structure. My two not so favorite things. But I think we can turn this Magician right side up and have a successful adventure, or a successful party, or whatever you're trying to create. This can be possible. So, with that, I leave you, and I wish you a very, very happy Independence Day. And if you haven't seen that really awesome video about what if people celebrated 4th of July like we celebrate Cinco de Mayo, oh my gosh, you should totally watch it. It's hilarious. Anyways, and if you want to get your car washed tomorrow by some foxy ladies, you just let me know. Or if you have a venue that we can use, hopefully, let me know. Alright, bye.